So, have you seen it work the other way, where you have a leader that's like not willing to knock and somehow go get 360 reps cranking out thousands of... No?
Well, I believe that there are leaders that have lots of reps that are not knocking, and legitimately they can't. They don't have the time to do it because they don't have the leadership underneath them to delegate to. I'm in a really awesome position because the leadership underneath me is strong.
It feels
As
like...
strong, if not stronger than me from a leadership standpoint.
Cool.
And so they're people that I really look up to, even though I'm
Technically
somehow they're superior.
Yeah.
Love these guys. They're awesome. I come to them for advice sometimes. Every once in a while, they'll come to me.
It's just like, you guys got it figured out. I'll be here when you need me.
They're awesome.
Cool.
I think they're what has set our region apart. It's why our averages are higher. There's other regions who have just as many reps where like I said, the regional doesn't knock. They do all right. They do fine. But that regional doesn't have the time to knock because of the leadership underneath him.
Do you feel like sometimes you might say that as a crutch, or do you feel like it's realistic?
For them?
Yeah, does he make the excuse? Oh, I can't knock because I gotta like figure out housing. I gotta figure this out, or is it?
Yeah.
Or is it in his inability to empower?
Well, so I think it goes two ways. There's one. So we have a VP of sales that has about as many guys as I do, and he still goes out for the last 2 months of the summer and goes ham.
Cool.
He'll do 300 plus accounts in 2 months. And so he doesn't use that as an excuse. The first 2 months of the summer, he literally is traveling every single day, taking his guys on the doors, that kind of stuff.
Awesome.
Then the last 2 months, he's on a team and he focuses 100% on the team and his sales.
What does that do for your guys? I mean, by showing up that way, how do the guys then see you different or see that guy different when he goes and throws in 300 accounts in 2 months or 500 accounts or whatever?
It's inspiring. It's absolutely inspiring, and his teams always do really well those last couple months.
Yeah, they see William Wallace saying, "Oh, he's about to get dirty. Let's go!" He's holding the sword. It's wild.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's focus on recruiting. How did you go from 56 to 360 in 2 years? I mean, every single leader in this industry or aspiring manager would love that.
Yeah.
So what did you do different?
Once again, I have to point to my leadership underneath me.
Cool.
Those guys are just awesome. They have really put time and effort into it. And we've brought some key recruiters in that have just gone absolutely nuts for us.
So it's leveraging those strengths of those people.
Absolutely.
And where have you, finding these key guys that know how to recruit really well, they can go ham, it kind of alleviates you. Where have you kind of plugged in to really be the value add for those guys?
Sales training.
Sales training.
Yeah.
So it's like my strength is sales training. Yep. I know that. My weakness is maybe recruiting. Well, your strengths are recruiting, lights out. But I'm going to help. Yeah. I'm going to help you get those guys trained and up to speed, and let's go work together. That's cool. Okay, so tips and sales stuff. So give us something on the doors. So for example, you knock a door. How do you deal with no, right? I'm your customer. Okay. You knock, and I'm like, nope, dude, not interested. Door to door, we don't buy from door to door. No. What goes through your head?
You're talking first thing before I
First thing. You haven't even said anything, and I came out guns blazing.
Yeah. I just start to chuckle and then say, I'm probably not who you think I am. You probably think I'm the lawn guy, right? And get them talking with me and then kind of break down those barriers and those walls a little bit and then get into my pitch.
And so what do you feel like the biggest weakness is in most salespeople?
They don't want to inconvenience anybody. They have a fear of inconveniencing people. And this is actually a great year for this question to come up because there's a kids movie that was just released, Moana. You've seen it?
I love it. My daughter, every word of every song.
She knows it.
It's in my car. And
my favorite song is You're Welcome.
Oh.
Because I have trained my guys for the last, I don't know how many years.
Our attitude
on the doors, as soon as they open it, no matter what the situation is, it's you're welcome. You're welcome, I'm here because I've got a great product and I've got a great deal for you.
I like that.
They wake up, they're like, oh, I was sleeping. Like, oh, I'm jealous, I want a nap too, but you're welcome for being here, that kind of attitude.
That's cool.
Because I think for most first-year guys, they're so scared of inconveniencing somebody that if they came to the door and they're like, oh, you woke me up, they're going to shy away and apologize and say, I'm sorry, like, I'll get out of here, go back to sleep, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm okay waking someone up because I literally have the best service I can offer for the best deal, and they're lucky that I'm there. And so it's always a you're welcome attitude.
Yeah. Oh, I love Maui.
Yeah. It's awesome.
So what clicked? So your first summer you did 360.
307.
307.
Mm-hmm.
What do you feel like was kind of a turning point where you almost had like a click? You're like, oh, I figured it out, and you went 307, and eventually you're selling 700. That's more than 2 times.
Yeah.
Like, what would you attribute that to?
I would say that it goes back to what we talked about originally about decision making.
Just made a decision.
That decision making allowed me to persevere with more grit than before. Because on those hot 100+ degree days and 100% humidity days, like in Dallas, Texas, when I would walk out of my apartment at 9 a.m. and be sweating already.
You wake up in a puddle.
Yeah. I had a decision to make then because I didn't make the decision beforehand.
Yeah.
And sometimes I would be lazy. Sometimes I wouldn't work. August was always my worst month.
So how many days did you take off when you did 700?
I don't think I took a day off.
How many days did you bagel?
1.
You did?
I did.
I mean, it's kind of like in that day, what was going through your head?
I'm going to kill it tomorrow.
Yeah, it's kind of like moving on, let's go.
Yeah. And that's actually another thing to think about is that, the law of averages. And I think every first-year guy should know about the law of averages. You're going to have really crappy days, and you're going to have really big days. But for the most part, you're going to be very average. You're going to have a lot of average days as well. And so don't get too excited when you have a huge day. And at the same time, don't get too depressed when you have a really crappy day. Because in the end, as long as you're putting in the time and the effort, it's all going to average out.
And how often is it? It's fairly easy to get caught up in the emotion of the highs and the lows, and then those lows drag out longer, and then the high is like more rare,
And I'd say both of those are negatives, even the highs.
Oh, they're negative.
The highs are a negative, and the reason why is because it gets you on this invisible, or I guess imaginary cloud of excitement that's going to disappear really quickly. Because guess what? That happened on Monday. It's Tuesday. You're starting over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I've sold 0 today so far.
Exactly. And so the best way to be mentally throughout every day and throughout the entire summer is just completely even. You make a sale, you feel the same way as when you get a no.
Yep.
You're happy,
Steady Eddie.
you're consistent, kind of tortoise in the hair kind of mentality.
Yep.
Yep.